This year, what was the password that Michaela gave you guys?
Win 2025! Exclamation point.
I wasn't expecting that part.
The details.
You guys are the people who read in high school and you said, period. Win 2025! Exclamation point, right? So, and that's exactly what we intend to do, right? And we say win regardless, and when we break this meeting, that's what we say and things like that. Because that's the mindset. We have, I think we have a lot of talented people, and we need to make sure that people who are doing what they need to do are getting into the places they need to get. And I don't think any of that happens by people just coasting, right? I think ease is the biggest threat to success, right? If you have a way to become successful, the goal is to go as hard as you possibly can, for as long as you possibly can, and not try to ease your way through it. I think it just takes longer, right? And there's just this story, some of you guys know the story. Was the story of this guy, right? This guy he's a hard-working guy, works in corporate America. He's barely at home, but he has a son. His son is growing up now. When the kids start growing up, they want to play all the time. So he was home this day. It was on a Saturday. He didn't have to go in, but he was working from home. Kids don't know that. And even if they did, they don't care about that. Right? So his son goes to him, he's like, Dad, can we go outside and play? So his dad don't want to say no, right? So he's like, I'm just going to give him some busy work. Have him keep doing something while I go, handle everything I need to handle. And then by the time I'm ready, he'll be ready, right? So he looks around and tries to be a quick thinker, looks around and sees a picture of a map. He's like, perfect. So we're going to rip this map up, and I'm going to give it to him. And then once he's done putting it back together, it's like a little, jigsaw puzzle, like a ghetto kind, right? So once he's done putting this back together, then we'll go play. So he's like, son, you see this map? Put the map together, and we'll be good. His son goes in the room. He's like, perfect. Now I have some time to do some work. He's working and working and working. And about 15 minutes in, where he was expecting the kid to be going for about an hour, 15 minutes in, the kid is done. Runs back in the room. He's like, Dad, I'm done. He's like, there's no way. All right, there's no way. What are you talking about? Goes in there, looks, everything's perfect. Now the dad is like even curious, like, how did you get this done so fast? Right? And the kid said, at the map that you gave me, at the back of the map was a picture of a man, right? And then once I put the man together, the world came together, right? I'll say it again. Once I put the man together, the world came together, right? And I say that story because a lot of us have these massive goals that we want to accomplish, as we should, right? I think if you work here and if you don't have massive goals, you're going to get really uncomfortable really fast. Right? And we have these goals, but it only happens if you take care of the man or the woman first. Right? That means, like I was telling somebody the other day, leadership is nothing other than personal development on a consistent basis. Right? In order for you to become a better leader, you have to be good with yourself. Right? You have to make sure you're doing everything that you need to do to grow. And if you look in the Patriots locker room, they have this thing called "Do Your Job." Right? Your job is to make sure you take care of you. That's how you become more attractive. Not attractive as in how you look. I don't really care about that. Attractive as in people want to be around you. People like doing things with you. People like to learn from you. And the only way to truly get there is you got to make sure you do a lot of personal development first. So in order for us to accomplish those goals, I want all of those $15,000 that Spectrum is going to give, throughout the year for it to come from people in this room. But in order for that to happen, we have to make the decision to get some personal development. But the good news is, you don't have to do it by yourself. You have a bunch of people who are going to be around you, whether it's virtually on the phone, Zoom, and in office, that have done the exact same things that you're going to be asked to do on a consistent day-to-day basis. And all you have to do is what?
Ask.
Right? All you have to do is ask. This is not corporate America, where if I gave you information, that means you're going to learn what I know, and eventually you take over my position, and there'll be nothing left for me. That's not how it works here. The complete opposite is true. The more people are trained how to do what I can do, the more successful we all become. So it'll work against me if I gatekeep. I know it's a pretty common word now on social media, right? It'll work against me if I gatekeep. So the goal is to find the right people and train the right people so they can get in the right positions. Then we all win, right? And then that win 2025 is not just a password; it's actually a way of life. right? But in order for that to happen, it starts with the, not like a Michael Jackson song, but it starts with the person in the mirror. That's who you got to fix first. Because if you fix that person, everything around you starts to become better, right? If you find the man and you put the man or you put the woman together, the world becomes better, right? So instead of you blaming the world for everything, you blame yourself, right? I went over this in leaders meeting this morning, and I'll finish on this quote. If you want to feel better, you blame other people. If you want to do better, you blame yourself, right? You find out exactly what you need to do as a person in order to get to that next place, whatever that goal is in life. Cool? Cool. Hopefully we take something from that. Let's have an amazing day today.
Yes.
What time is it?
Showtime!
We win
Regardless!